Hey guys, Eric here with driverlineup.com, world's okayest steering wheel holder, and I want to wish you guys and your guys and gals and your families, friends, everybody out there, happy Halloween. If you're home, enjoy it. Hopefully you guys can get out and do some trick-or-treating. I guess COVID has probably changed everything quite a bit, but happy Halloween. To those of you on the road, special happy Halloween. It's not always easy being out on holidays, so hopefully you can somewhat enjoy the day. I'm going to be doing quite a bit of an update here to kind of bring you guys up to speed. I'm going to say some things that might be very unpopular with some drivers in this video, or maybe everybody will love it. I don't know. It's about impeding traffic and blocking trucks in, and I believe that there should be more citations handed out. So you'll hardly ever see me call for more regulation, more citations, but in this case I'm going to, so we'll get to that. If you're just joining this channel through this video, please subscribe to my channel. I do all my vlogs in order, so you kind of see the whole journey. So if you just tune into one vlog and I'm giving an update, you're not really going to know what's going on from the last couple days. So try to catch up if you don't mind. If you enjoy the content, just hit that subscribe button. That way you get the updates in order, because it is a vlog of our team driving, you know, a couple driving a team truck. It is our adventure and our journey. So let's get into that. Quite a few updates, guys, in just a second. Okay, everybody, so first I want to give you some updates on where we're at. We are at a Love's just south of Louisville. Am I saying that right? Jenna can't say that. I think it's Louisville. If anybody's from Louisville, let me know. That's not how it seems to be spelled, but I think that's the way it's said. I've always said Louisville. But Jenna can't say that word. It's hilarious. She'll try. She'll be like, Louisville. She can't say it. Anyway, we're at Love's down here. I don't know, it's like 20 miles south of Louisville. And Jenna's inside taking a shower. I just took a shower. It was amazing. We didn't shower for like 4 days because we were up there trying to get that load that kept canceling on us. So it's not like we were working and sweaty or anything, but you know, you just, like, 4 days to us, whether we're dirty or clean or whatever, 4 days is just like really stretching it for us to not be, like, we like to be showered and clean often. So doing that, I'm going to catch up on some sleep. We're not getting reloaded until late tonight. So I'm going to catch up on some sleep here shortly, but just want to give you guys an update on that epic, as I said in my last video, almost $3,000 for a 34-hour reset. As I said in that video, we did book the load again last night, and they had come out to us and said, okay, you know, we don't think this is going to work for you guys, but just hang out here, hang out at this dock, we'll let you know. So we're thinking, okay, they're going to cancel it again. And truthfully, guys, well, it was really good getting that good cancellation money, and I feel, you know, I felt guilty for a minute, but then I realized, well, our truck we're not making money, you know, we're losing revenue, so because they kept canceling that load. So, you know, it is earned money. It's good to be well compensated when you get a cancellation like that. And so I did confirm with my fleet manager yesterday that that is going to be paid, and it is truly $1,440 per cancellation. So we got it for Wednesday night, we got that amount for Thursday night, and we almost got it last night. They actually loaded the trailer, sealed the trailer, put the lock on the trailer. They come out to give us the bills and say, we're gonna have to break those seals and get all that product off the trailer. We can't let you go. We're gonna have to cancel it tonight. So, and the guy literally comes out, because everybody's kind of laughing because we had been there for 3 days, you know. So they're kind of laughing at us. The jokes are going around like, thank you for the accommodations, we really appreciate it, you know, that kind of thing. So he's like, you really can't script this. He's like, you know, you guys are getting paid. I think he said that it was almost $2,000 that they were paying Prime. That, you know, of course, the cut to my truck was almost $1,500, but they were paying. The guy at Shipper said they were paying almost $2,000 for canceled load, and they were canceling like 3 of them a day for several days. So this is like $6 grand a day they're paying to cancel these loads. So we were literally on the phone with dispatch doing our live depart, because we had the bills and everything. So we were sealed up. We, you know, had the lock on. We were like 2 minutes from rolling out, and they came out and said, we're gonna have to take all this product off the trailer. Hang out here for a few minutes. We're gonna go get the bolt cutters and come pop that seal, or pop those seals. So we sat there and waiting for like 45 minutes. You know, no one's coming out, no one's giving us any updates, and finally they come out and say they're gonna let us roll with this load. We're closing over the weekend, so, you know, you guys go ahead and go, be safe. So we did end up rolling out with that load. The load paid $1,510 for 650 miles, and then we got the $2,880 for the 2 cancellations. So it ended up being, you know, almost $4,500 for 650 miles. And it all is cleared. It's in my app. And here's my puppy coming over to say hello. It's all in the app. It's all, you know, gonna hit the next payday. So really amazing. And so I drove 650 miles overnight to get us down this way into this area. Jenna sat on it and dealt with the receiver, and now we're over here at Love. So that's what our current status is. Really cool it was just, honestly, like, I don't think we could have sat there for, like, I don't think we would have tried to get the load another day, because it starts to get to you, like, and this is in the middle of nowhere, so you can't like walk across the street and go to a coffee shop or something, you know. You're just in the truck, like, that's it. There's no driver's lounge, there's no nothing, you know, no grassy areas. It just, you're in the truck for 24 hours a day, hoping to get the load out. So it was mental work to make that almost $1,500 a day cancellation fee, because it took some mental work just to, you know, you just try to sleep and do whatever you can. And we do have food and stuff on the truck, so it made it okay. But anyway, so that's where we're at. Now, about this video, I think it was, man, who was it? Johnson's Logic. If you don't follow his channel, look it up on YouTube. Johnson's Logic, another Prime driver, great YouTuber, good driver. He had mentioned not too long ago how these trucks are starting to jam up rest areas, and I noticed that phenomenon last night. Now, I've noticed it a lot over the last couple of weeks, actually the last couple of months, but last night it was particularly bad. And it's weird to me because it seems like right now, in fact, the last month or so, there's been less trucks on the road. And that is indicated to me by the fact that I drive at night, and most truck stops that I'm going into that would normally be jam-packed have parking spaces. Not a lot, but like 5 or 6 spots, you know, at like 3 in the morning, which is generally unheard of. So it seems to me that there's less trucks on the road, but for some reason, there's a lot more trucks jamming into rest areas in what I think are dangerous ways. And I'm talking about, like, last night, you know, it took me probably 5 minutes to work my way through a rest area, because there were trucks that had literally more than half the truck sticking out into the off-ramp lane, where, you know, and then there's a truck over on the other side in the shoulder, so I'm barely, I mean, like, mirrors almost scratching, you know, and then trying to wiggle the trailer through there all the way through this damn rest area. And like I think authorities need to do something about that. And I hate to say that, guys. I am not for heavy, now for safety and stuff, yes, we need regulatory, you know. I don't like to say that I think there should be more citations for parking, because obviously parking is a problem for us drivers. It's a big problem. In some places more so than others. But I hate to take the side of wanting to see citations for the way some drivers are parking. And look, I'll bonus park the shit out of a truck stop. Some people call it creative parking. I call it bonus parking. An old timer told me last year, he was like, look man, if it fits, it's where it sits. And that's so true in most cases for me. Like I said, I will bonus park the shit out of this truck. But what I won't do ever is impede traffic or block an empty space that someone can get into, block a space that might have a truck that if that truck leaves, it would open up a space for someone, or block someone into a space. Like, I will never do that. I try to be as considerate as possible. If I'm gonna bonus park, it's gonna be out of the way where it's not gonna cause any problems for anyone else to be able to move from point A to point B. That's just being considerate, right? And legal. You can't impede traffic. You can't impede the movement of traffic. That is illegal. And not a lot of you drivers, some of you drivers, you know who you are doing it. I don't know if it's just poor trip planning. I don't know what it is. But you can't put your truck out in the middle of the off-ramp. It's not only is it not legal, you're opening yourself up to substantial potential legal liability, because if a senior citizen or someone comes careening off that interstate and they don't slow down fast enough and there's the ass into your truck sticking way out in the off-ramp, who do you think is going to be held responsible for that? Whether you are or not. You could argue and say, well, you know, that car should have known that there was something there, right? Doesn't matter. You are the professional commercial vehicle driver, and we are 9 times out of 10, if not 10 times out of 10, held liable for shit like that. And it just amazes me that so many drivers are so willing to put themselves in that position where they could be liable not just for a loss of your career, but literally like life-altering, you know, devastating financial impact, potentially even imprisonment in some cases, just because you didn't plan well. And you could say to me, well, Eric, you know, if you're in that rest area at 3 in the morning, you didn't plan well either. Well, I'm just going there to stop for a few minutes to go inside and take a piss. I'm not trying to stay there all night, you know, like I don't plan my piss stops, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's ridiculous. I should be able to pull into a rest area, sit over on the curb if I'm not impeding traffic for 3 or 4 minutes to run inside and use the restroom, come back out and get my truck out of the way. So that doesn't apply to me. I don't believe that applies to me. And like I said, I'll only sit there if I'm not impeding traffic. If you have to park in the off-ramp, like not in the shoulder of the off-ramp, like in the lane of the off-ramp, you are a shitty driver and a shitty trip planner, and you should be cited. And it's frustrating. And again, you know, some drivers are going to disagree with me. They're going to say, well, you know, the government doesn't do enough to give us parking. I agree with that. I don't think that there's enough being done to give commercial vehicles parking. It's not our fault these vehicles are, you know, 70 plus feet long. Freight has to be moved. I agree that more should be done to give us more parking, but that doesn't authorize you to violate the law and create dangerous situations. So I wish that authorities, like, I'm just gonna be honest with you. I wish that there were more citations for that shit, because it pisses me off, man. You know, and it's also just dangerous for me. I'm trying to slow my truck down too when I'm coming off the interstate, and when there's a truck with its ass in way out in the off ramp, you know, now I'm trying to keep the whole situation safe. So I feel like you should be cited if you do it. I feel like you should be cited. I wish state troopers DOT, local authorities, whoever it is that has, whoever it is that has authority over that area where that rest area is, or whatever the parking situation is, needs to start citing these vehicles for impeding traffic. It just needs to happen, and it doesn't. I've never seen it happen. I'm sure that it does. I've heard about it happening, especially on toll roads where you're impeding traffic in like an oasis or something like that. I've just never seen it happen. And I don't understand that. Like, to me, that would be easy revenue for a municipality or something, or a state. And it needs to happen. It needs to happen to keep it safe. So, a lot of you probably some of you are going to be like, Eric, I can't believe you're calling on trucks to be cited just for parking and trying to take their legal DOT break. Yeah, I am. You need to plan better. There's no excuse for you parking in the off-ramp. And like I said, creating bonus spots, do it all day long. Now, I will say another pet peeve of mine, not that I believe you should be cited for this, but another thing that just aggravates the shit out of me is when trucks park along the back, like the ass end of trucks that are in actual parking spaces at rest areas and stay there for 10 hours. Oh, that pisses me off, because usually when I get off the road at 5 or 6 in the morning, there will be like 7 or 8 empty spaces, like actual spaces that I can't get to because all the trucks are parked behind that. That's inconsiderate. Like I said, I'm not saying that that should be a citation. As long as I can get past them, I'm not impeded from moving through the rest area, but it's inconsiderate as hell. Just because there's a truck there when you go to sleep doesn't mean there's going to be one there 10 hours later. And you've just kept 8, 9, 10, however many other drivers from being able to pull over and get some rest because you just blocked all those spaces. So it's just, anyway, a little bit of a rant. When Johnson's Logic mentioned that the other day, I was like, yeah, I'm noticing that a lot too. I mean, some of these rest areas are getting just jammed up. And it just seems to be, in a lot of cases, laziness and poor trip planning, because like I said, I'm finding more open spaces at truck stops late at night than I've seen in a long time. Even this morning on 71, I think it was, most truck stops that I pass at 2, 3, 4 in the morning had open parking spaces. Not a lot, but I could see 5 or 6 from the interstate. That is unusual. So it just seems to be laziness if you're just relying on, well, I'm out of time, I got 2 minutes, I got to jam into this rest area and just turn my truck off wherever I get run out of time. That's ridiculous. Be professional, plan better. And you should get cited if you're impeding traffic, if you're creating a dangerous situation, if you're blocking a truck from being able to get out of their spot. You are impeding the movement of a vehicle. You should be cited for that. So anyway, I would love to know you guys' thoughts. I think some people probably just think we should all be renegades out here and do whatever the hell we want, and they shouldn't be citing us for parking because we legally have to. I kind of get the argument, but I have my own take on it as well. Would love to know where you guys stand on it. Anyway, that's our update for today. Like I said, we get reloaded late tonight. Actually early in the morning, so I'm gonna get some sleep here shortly, and we'll check back in with you guys in the next day or so with another update. So anyway, guys, be safe, make good decisions, and as always, drive to thrive. Talk to you soon.